I'm working on my PhD, and it's been a struggle, but I write these abstracts and I send them out to different organizations, primarily foundations. For example, I contacted Dr. Ross with the California Endowment, and actually told him that I was here today, told him about your California Endowment. I'm not sure how much money they give away, but here in Chicago, you have Chicago Community Trust, probably $40 to $80 million. MacArthur, there are major institutions here in Chicago. The other thing I wanted to share with you is that in that endeavor with that task force is that you would be amazed at the money that flows. Chicago is probably, I'm forgetting the figure, but more money flows through Chicago. It would be the 8th largest nation in the world. This reason is its own nation. So it's not necessarily about the lack of money. It goes back to the policy and how people treat us and how we let people treat us. But the point I wanted to tell you is that I proposed research just recently, and I did it to get a response, and I'll share it with you. I proposed research to do a GIS analysis of where all the children were killed last year in Chicago, and plot that. And then on top of that, plot where all of the suspensions were, and plot that. And then on top of that, plot where all of the arrests and convictions were. Because it goes back to what this sister and brother is doing over here. What's happening on the ground in our community? Because then you have a snapshot of what they call hotspots. Because if you notice, the police uses that techniques in communities when the newspaper gets there and it's violent. Now, after they send some of the cars over here for a week, it dies down, then it moves over here. But that's their strategy for dealing with this. But there are 2 points in telling you this story. One is that we have to be more strategic about what we do and partner with people. And 2, be conscious and aware of how people use your community and use your statistics to leverage money for their organizations, and they're not in your community. I work for the state. I know how they give out the money. I know how they allocate the money. I know that no dollars flows into this community unless the state representative and the senator might know. I do know that the congressman knows. I do know that the senator knows. Because when they cut that check in Springfield, and when they cut that check in Washington, D.C., those are the people they call to see if they want to have a press conference. So they know where the money is going. Now the question is, do you know them? Now, I'm sure they speak in the pulpit on election time. I'm sure they come around when they need you. But the question is, do you know who your elected officials are? Do you have a rapport with them? Do you hold them accountable? Because again, this is a strategic process. And in sharing this with you, I'm probably not telling you anything you don't know. But what I'm trying to do is give you a different perspective from someone who sat inside those rooms, who was there representing black men and boys and black women, and would be the only black man in the room with 40 people. Because all the people that are getting the dollars have these large organizations that operate in the loop, and they serve you, in case you didn't know. At least they get money to serve. So, and then the last point that I'll make is that in the realm of education, in the realm of, I'll do this again. What comes to mind when we say family race? That term has changed our community over the last 15 years in the way that we can. Because gang-related puts you to sleep. Gang-related makes you think it's okay. If a 6-month child is if a 12th can die in Holland, 12th can die in war, the 24th can die in San Diego, where it is. How can I have it in mind right now? But it can relate. And that makes you think that it almost gives justification to the government, but that term, gang related. And we hear that all